everyone, this is Jill Cornelius, creative partner number 247096, and it's been a while since I've brought a video to you showcasing all the layouts I've created. So I have a very, very large stack sitting next to me, and I thought that we would go through them. It's a Sunday afternoon. I would say it's raining outside, but it looks like it's really nice. But I'm inside trying to get some things caught up. And it's like, okay, time to do a video. Some of these layouts I've had for a while now, and I really don't remember if I've showed them to you or not. So we're just going to go through the entire pile. The key to my layouts is if it has pictures on it and you see it, it's mine. Meaning I scrapbook the pictures for me. If you see it and there are no pictures on it, it means it's in my Etsy store. And you're welcome to purchase it. So the first layout I'm going to show you, I have two of these, is You Had Me at Meow. There's 5 different photo mats. Well, 4 photo mats are the same. These are 3x4. And then the 5x7, I believe. Scallop borders are my favorite, along with the funky frills, and I love arrows too. So these, all my layouts come in little plastic cellophane bags, and these are ready to mail. The next layout I have to show you is True Love Has 4 Paws. Oh yeah, another cat layout. I like cats, so here's another scallop. The expressions, that's one of my favorites also. Anything with a scallop is what I like. And the arrow, this arrow is actually from Playtime, and I just cut it a little bit shorter to fit into the space. So there's that one. True Love Has 4 Paws. Now somebody just purchased this next layout, and it's leaving here tomorrow. It's called You. 5 photo mats, the large brackets, scallop. This is from the Frosty, small border. I just extended it. Expressions, and the flowers, of course, are cut from a die that I hand inked and layered and shaped. I put gemstones in each of the flowers just to make it a little bit brighter to me. Plus, I like bling. So I've had several people text me in the last few days asking me about my photo corner, and they want to know, is it a punch? What is it? Well, no, it's not a punch. It's actually the number 4 template from Highlights, Tiny Highlights, and I have a master that I keep, and what I did was I traced it onto chipboard, and then I cut it a little bit smaller so that I would be able to use it on my pictures. It works for me, and I can always cut another master if I need to. Oops, that's the wrong way, sorry. That's how it's supposed to go. But you could, if you wanted to, put it that way. That was a happy mistake. It's supposed to go like that. Really pretty layout. The next layout I have here is Best Day Ever theme park layout. You know it's theme park because of the colors. I have the stars. They're pop dotted up. Arrows. Photo corners again. This is from Springtime? Sweetheart. One or the other. And I decided to do a double-sided scallop with the strip. That strip of happy, laughter, joy, and all those other words. That's a printed strip that came with the paper. Excuse me. So I just decided to do scallops on both sides and use the large brackets again. There's a little bit of bling, the bling inside of the scallops on both sides. If you can't see it, it's not there. Well, the bling at least. Really pretty. My next layout is keeping cozy. I'm pretty sure I showed this one before, but we're going to show it again. Yes, I created this from the school team. It's a sports themed template set. That's self-explanatory. This is the snowflake, the largest snowflake. It's from the Frostbite collection, and I just layered it on with a snowflake punch. Each of the snowflakes has a gemstone in it. In about every 1/4 inch, I added another rhinestone. Here's another snowflake. I had fun making the sweaters. Luckily, I had that paper to make the sweaters. And each of the sweaters is pop dotted up, as well as the journaling block. And we go from winter to so sweet, a bright layout. Funky frills, sweetheart, tiny sweetheart, scallops everywhere, rhinestones, photo corners, you name it. There's nature in this one. It's just a really, really bright layout that's cheery, you know? You can use it for little girl pictures, teenager pictures when they're nice. Really pretty paper too. Nice and bright. And guess what? We're going back to winter. There's no rhyme or reason how I scrapbook. It's just what I feel like making at the moment. This one is called Snow Day. It's with the Frostbite collection. I believe it's from January. The big swoosh right there. Cut it from gray Swiss dot paper and added some rhinestones. The snowflakes are also from the Frostbite. I just added the photo corners to the outside to sort of hold it together. Really cute layout. And I also added some more rhinestones into the center of those snowflakes. If you look closely and you look at the snowflakes in the background, some of them do have little pieces of bling in them because I like bling. And I add it whenever I can. The next layout is called That's My Boy. This paper is from Echo Park. I don't believe it's available anymore. The letters are cut from a Sizzix shadow box. I didn't include the background to it. I just used the letter part. Does that make sense? I used the banners, arrows. These are from Playtime. The stars, this is the larger star, and that's the smaller star in the Playtime. Photo corners again, tiny tags, and I just added in a few star glitter punches. I've had this paper for a while, and I had to think, it's like, what can I make? What can I make? And it finally came to me. I do like using pop dots, so there's pop dots underneath the title, underneath this ephemera, the star, that sticker right there. That's all pop dotted. And of course the photo corners. And another boy layout. This one is called You Rock. There's 10 reasons that you can put for they rock, or you can put their favorite things. Again, I used the large banner, the stars, the other banners, or no, no, that was banner and this was tags. And then I started using, I don't really use stickers, but I thought, I think I'll start using some of them. So this is a sticker and this is a sticker. I just popped this one up a little bit, and this one is placed on the page. And again, I used my photo corner that I created from the Tiny Highlights number 4. And if you look in my Etsy store and you look at this page, you might just see the word rock, but there is the U in there. I think maybe I should have put rhinestones or something to emphasize the U, but I'm going to leave that up to the person who eventually purchases this layout. Now, the next layout I have 3 of, and there's a difference, and I'll point that out. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the one layout first. I've made this many times before. It's a bestseller of mine. It's called Play Ball, and I do 3 different versions of it. They're all the same except for the background paper. See, this one it says different kinds of baseball, basketball, football, stuff like that. And there's this paper here. The stars are from Playtime. This is, I think it's Playtime too. Everything's from Playtime. But then I created this one with the blue background. See, exactly the same layout, just different backgrounds. And then I created this one for the same template set, just in the same paper, just different backgrounds. I'm going to get that template set so I make sure that I'm giving you the right one. Nope, it's not Playtime. It's Adventure. Sorry. It is the Adventure set. This has that whooshy, whimsical shape in it, and then the stars, and then the arrow. The arrow is from Playtime, because in this set, the Adventure set, there's the arrow that goes to the right. And that's not the one I wanted to use. I wanted to use the curved one. So that's that template set. I use this one a lot. But I wanted to show you that I have 3 different layouts, just different backgrounds. All the same. So put those 3 away. And the next layout is called Play. I don't believe that this paper is available any longer either. Most of my paper comes from Echo Park. So if you're looking for something, just go buy paper from Echo Park. And this one has that arrow from Adventure. The stars again. This is a sticker. There's the large photo corner. That is how Tiny Highlights is. Madison Avenue. Thin strips. Sorry. And the banner, I just cut it thinner and made the banner shape. So that's that one. Now we're getting into more recent layouts that I've created. This one is called Sweet. Has scallops, Madison Avenue, the frostbite cut out of heart paper. I added butterflies from Nature Walk, Sweetheart, Tiny Sweetheart, Springtime, Tiny Springtime. These are my most used template sets. This Springtime, Tiny Springtime, the Frostbite Swoosh, Scallops, and Madison Avenue. Most used. And it's just a really sweet page. You can use it for showers, little girl pages, baby pages, whatever you like. The next layout I created is called Hello Spring. It's really heavy too. A lot of layering. My husband's walking down the hallway talking to me. I'm not listening to him. I used the tiny heights again that I cut down to the size I needed. Frosty, the small scallop. Really, really cute. And again, I used the, I'm going to call this the bracket shape. It's just a nice shape to add for journaling. And I pop dotted it. I added rhinestones to the middle of the flowers, rhinestones to the caverns of the scallops. It's really a pretty page in person. Okay, we're almost done. The next layout that I created is really, really cute page. It's really, really cute in person. As happy as a bee. There's only a few templates on this. So we have the scallop that I used twice for the inner and the outer, thin strips, and the tiny highlights. I would love to say that I used the Kiwi Lane bee, however, I did not. I cut this one out of Create Design Space, mainly because I wanted a bee facing forward and a bee facing sideways. And usually I cut the journaling spot out of that bracket shape, but this time I decided just to use the postcard template set. Happy Mailing. It was Happy Mailings, I believe, because it had a scallop frame and I wanted all scallops. All of the flowers are pop dotted as well as every word in the title. I was going to pop dot the little bees, but their antennae, I have them where they're stickled. See, they're stickled. And I didn't want them to be so fragile that they would tear off. So, as happy as a bee. And then we went into a boy page again phase. Precious Baby. I had the paper. I had to use it. The clouds are Kiwi Lane. The stars are Kiwi Lane. Here's this bracket shape again. Kiwi Lane. Large brackets, scallops. I have the rhinestones inside of the scallops again. Just a really, really sweet page. Some of the clouds are pop dotted. Some are not. Sometimes if you pop dot everything, it's just too bulky. And again, I used the stickers. I used it mainly to fill up the space because I needed something here, here, and here, and here. And those stickers just fit perfectly. Really, really sweet layout. 3 more layouts. Only 3. I know it's a lot. This one is called Celebrate. I did a page like this a few years ago for prom, and I put it into my Etsy store. And the problem is I put a date on it. When you're creating layouts and you're putting them in your Etsy store, one bit of advice is don't put the year on it. It could sit there and sit there and sit there. And it did. But somebody eventually purchased it, which made me very happy. For this layout, I used the large brackets again and the scallops. I went through a large bracket and scallop phase. I used that bracket shape from Sweetheart, Springtime. I get them confused. I added little gray flowers to the points on the large brackets. Some bling. Flowers were embossed. It's embossed vellum. And I added a piece of bling. Yes, there's some blue photo mats and some blue photo corners and some gray photo mats and some gray photo corners. They're just swapped a little bit. I ran out of paper. And I've done this before with a cat layout where I just mix and match, and it works. And I added a blue flower on the journaling spot and gray ones to the outer edges. Okay. And then we go to Halloween. I started these layouts back in October. And because I do craft shows, they've sat there since October. And I finally finished them. This one is Trick or Treat. It's a lot of color, a lot of stripes, polka dots, purple. I had to add the purple. But it's a fun page. And it's all Kiwi Lane. Well, ghosties are. The ghosties are from Sizzix Die. Photo corners, Kiwi Lane. Arrow, Kiwi Lane. Clouds, Kiwi Lane. Kiwi Lane. Yep, all Kiwi Lane. And again, I added some pop dots. Everything's hand inked except for the ghosts. I don't like inking white paper. I know some people don't have a problem with it. Because I use the, that Tim Holtz brown, antique brown, vintage brown. I use that on everything. And it just doesn't look good on white paper. So I don't. I just leave it blank. I added some rhinestones here, some black bling. And it's really cute, really colorful, really spooky, which is the name of the next layout. This one is called Spooky, and I absolutely love this layout, but it's in my store. It's a really fun layout. Again, I used the Frostbite Funky Frills. I used the chevron. I added bling to the inside points of the funky frills. Spooky was cut out on my Cricut, as well as the bats. And if you see, look at the bats. Really, really cute. They have googly eyes. And some have been pop dotted. Some are not pop dotted. See? Not pop dotted. Photo corners match the swooshes, sorry. And the 31 with 3 little rhinestones, black studded rhinestones, we'll call them that. It's a really fun layout. I enjoyed making this one, and I'm probably going to be searching out paper so I can make it again. The Bewares is a sticker that's been pop dotted also. So, there you have it. That's all the layouts I have. Well, not all. I still have more. But those are in a different pile. These are the ones that are going into my Etsy store. They're already there. They're waiting for their new owners to claim them. So, I'll add a link to that. And I'll wish you a good day. Hope you enjoyed my video, and thanks for watching. Bye.